Don't go trekking in Sapa if you don't know these 5 things. Nestled in the northern mountains of Vietnam, Sapa has become one of the country's most iconic destinations for nature lovers, hikers, and cultural explorers. Known for its terraced rice fields, majestic peaks, and colorful ethnic minority villages, Sapa attracts thousands of travelers each year who want to experience authentic mountain life and breathtaking landscapes. But while Sapa looks like a dreamy postcard, trekking here is not as simple as it seems. Many travelers underestimate the challenges, cultural sensitivities, and weather conditions. That's why we say, don't go trekking in Sapa if you don't know these 5 things. In this article, we'll dive deep into the 5 essentials you must understand before lacing up your hiking boots. We'll also explore the best trekking routes, how to prepare, and what to expect along the way. Why trekking in Sapa is so special. Before breaking down the 5 essentials, let's quickly understand why Sapa is such a magnet for scenic rice terraces, carved into the mountainsides by generations of farmers. These terraces change color with the seasons, from bright green in summer to golden yellow in harvest season. Cultural encounters. Sapa is home to diverse ethnic minority groups such as the Hmong, Dao, Tay, and Jai. Trekking brings you directly into their villages, where you can learn about traditional crafts, food, and lifestyles. Challenging trails. From gentle walks to multi-day mountain treks, Sapa offers routes for every level. Fansipan Peak, known as the roof of Indochina. Fansipan is the highest mountain in Vietnam and Southeast Asia, standing at 3,147 meters. Cool climate. Unlike the tropical lowlands, Sapa has a refreshing mountain climate that makes trekking enjoyable year-round. The weather can make or break your trek. Sapa's weather is famously unpredictable. While photos online show clear blue skies and endless views, the reality is often fog, drizzle, or sudden downpours. Seasons. March, May, spring brings blooming flowers and mild temperatures. June, August, summer is warm but also rainy, making trails muddy and slippery. September, November, the best trekking season, dry and stunning golden rice terraces. December, February, cold winter months, sometimes with frost and even snow at high altitudes. What this means for trekking. Trails can become very slippery, especially the steep paths in villages, like Lao Chai or Tavan. Visibility on can drop to near zero in heavy fog. Tip: always check the forecast, but expect surprises. Bring waterproof gear, including a poncho or rain jacket. Wear trekking shoes with good grip. If you trek in winter, pack warm layers. Temperatures can drop below 0 degrees Celsius. Without understanding the weather. 2. Know the trekking routes and choose the right one. Not all trekking routes in Sapa are created equal. Some are short and suitable for beginners, while others require endurance and experience. Popular trekking routes. Sapa town gives Cat Village 2 to 3 kilometers, the easiest trek. Often crowded, with waterfalls and traditional Hmong village life. Sapa town gives Lao Chai, gives Tavan 12 to 15 kilometers. A classic route through terraced rice fields and Black Hmong villages, perfect for a day trek. Sapa town gives Giang 15 menos 8 kilometros. Slightly more challenging, crossing bamboo forests and red dao villages. Multi-day treks to 3 days. Routes combine Lao Chai, Tavan Ban Ho, and Than Phu villages. These treks often include homestays with local families. Fansipan Mountain, 3,147 meters. The toughest trek, usually requiring 2 to 3 days with camping. Alternatively, there's a cable car for those who want the view without the climb. Why this matters. Many first-time trekkers underestimate the distances and difficulty. Muddy trails, steep climbs, and high humidity can be exhausting. Tips: be realistic about your fitness level. Beginners should stick to Lao Chai and Tavan. Experienced hikers can attempt Fansipan, but should go with a guide. If you're short on time, consider a day trek combined with a choosing the wrong route can turn your Sapa trek from magical to miserable. 3. Respect local culture and traditions. Trekking in Sapa isn't just about landscapes, it's about people. The villages you pass through belong to ethnic minority communities, each with unique traditions. Cultural sensitivities: always ask before taking photos of people. Dress modestly, especially in rural villages. Learn a few simple words in Hmong or Dao. Locals appreciate the effort. Don't enter homes without permission. Homestay etiquette: expect simple living conditions, wooden houses, shared bathrooms, and basic bedding. Meals are often home cooked with local ingredients. Join the family for dinner, it's part of the experience. Be respectful if offered local rice wine, but know you're limited. Strong. Why this matters: too often, tourists treat villages like human zoos, snapping photos without consent or ignoring traditions. This creates tension between locals and visitors. Tip: go with a local guide, they act as a cultural bridge. Support the community by buying handicrafts directly from villagers. Remember, you're a guest in their home. If you don't understand and respect the culture, you miss the heart of what makes trekking in Sapa special. 4. Prepare gear and fitness. Trekking in Sapa is not a casual stroll, it requires preparation. Many travelers arrive in sandals or city shoes and quickly regret it. Essential gear: trekking shoes with good traction, mud is everywhere. Lightweight backpack with water and snacks. Rain gear, jacket or poncho. Comfortable clothing, quick dry fabrics. Hat and sunscreen for sunny days. Warm jacket if visiting in winter. Insect repellent. Fitness: while day treks are suitable for most people, multi-day treks and fansipin require stamina. Trails involve constant up and down climbs. Even short routes can be tiring. Train by walking or hiking before your trip to build endurance. Why this matters: poor preparation can lead to injuries, exhaustion, or a miserable experience. Tips: rent trekking poles in Sapa town if you have knee issues. Bring cash, villages don't have ATM. Carry a reusable water bottle. Refill stations are common at homes. If you don't bring the right gear and mindset, trekking in Sapa can quickly turn into a struggle instead of an adventure. 5. Decide: guided trek or independent. One of the biggest decisions is whether to hire a guide. Guided treks: pros: safe, informative cultural insights, no risk of getting lost. Cons: higher cost, less freedom. Independent treks: pros: flexibility, adventure, cost saving. Cons: easy to get lost, no cultural mediation, harder to arrange homes. Why this matters: the trails in Sapa are not always well. It's common for independent trekkers to lose their way, especially in fog. A guide also ensures you're welcomed into local villages. Tips: if it's your first time, go with a guide. Prices are reasonable and directly support local communities. If you trek alone, download offline maps and plan your route carefully. Consider a hybrid option: guided for the first day, then continue independently once you know the area. Without deciding properly, you might either overspend or face unnecessary risks. Putting it all together: the Sapa trekking experience. When you combine these 5 essentials: routes, culture, preparation, and guidance, you get the full picture of what trekking in Sapa really means. It's not just about hiking. It's about immersing yourself in nature and culture while respecting both. Imagine this: you wake up in a wooden homestay in Tavan, surrounded by misty rice terraces. After a breakfast of sticky rice and eggs, you hike through bamboo forests where red Dao women in embroidered clothes greet you with smiles. You cross rivers, slip in the mud, laugh with your guide, and finally arrive in a hidden village where children chase water buffalo. At night, you share dinner and rice wine with your host family, feeling like you've entered another world. This is what makes Sapa trekking unforgettable, but only if you're prepared with the right knowledge. Final thoughts: Sapa is one of Vietnam's crown jewels for trekking, but like any great adventure, it requires respect and preparation. If you don't know these 5 things: weather conditions, trekking routes, cultural sensitivity, gear and fitness, and the choice between guided or independent trekking, you risk turning a dream trip into a difficult one. So, before you pack your bags, remember, don't go trekking in Sapa if you don't know these 5 things. With the right mindset, you'll return not only with incredible photos, but also with memories of meaningful cultural connections and the satisfaction of conquering